Alright, now let's look at some open-ended questions on displacement. Okay, I have this question here. The diagram shows a water tank used for flushing a toilet bowl, and the flushing and refilling system is not shown in the diagram. So after flushing, water enters and refills the tank, and water will stop flowing into the tank when it reaches level M, which is somewhere around here. Okay guys, I'm not sure whether you realize every time you flush the toilet, right, you will hear a sound which is the sound of the running water. Okay, so basically when we flush the toilet, we have the water, a lot of water actually coming down to flush away all the dirty stuff, right? So this water comes from the water tank. So the water has already been pre-filled, right? So after you use up the water in the water tank after the flush, right? The tap will turn on automatically to refill the water tank until it reaches this level M. And that explains why, you know, after you flush the toilet once, you cannot flush it the second time. Or if you press, right, you find that there's no water because you have used up all the water in the tank and you have to wait for it to refill. Okay? So Kenneth wanted to use less water to flush the toilet bowl. So Lynn suggested putting a plastic bottle filled with stones into the water tank as shown in the diagram. Okay guys, please take note. Plastic bottle filled with stones, right? Of course, it will have a greater mass. So that means it's denser than water, and it will sink all the way to the bottom. Okay guys, let's take note. For this system, right? Basically, there is this sensor. Okay, there's some mechanism inside the toilet bowl such that when the water reaches level M, right, the tap will automatically turn off. So basically, by putting this plastic bottle in the tank, it occupies some space. You probably need lesser water to fill up the water tank, and that's how the water saving feature comes about. Okay. Next, Lynn's method is based on a property of matter. So state this property. Guys, when we talk about matter, there are only two properties. The first one is it has mass. But guys, when you want to show has mass, right, usually it comes with a beam balance. Okay, so you see whether it tilt up or down, then you can compare the masses, right? And the other property is it occupies space. Guys, how do we show that it occupies space? Usually when we have a container and then you look at the water level, when it rise and when it sink, you find that why it rise? Because you put something that occupies space and it push up the water level. Right? So when you see this water level, whether it is going up or down, it has got to do with space. Okay, so of course in this situation, right, the property that we are looking at is matter occupies space. Right? Explain how Lynn's suggestion would help Kenneth use less water to flush the toilet bowl. Okay, I think I explained to you. The stone is heavy, so it will sink. Right? So if I were to just draw the water tank, I have a bottle that is placed in the water tank. It will sink all the way down because there's stones, so it's denser than water. So can you see that this bottle already takes up this space? So in order to fill the water up to level M, you will require less water. Okay, and how to put this in words, right, guys? We will say that the plastic bottle filled with stone will sink. Okay, guys. Keyword. Okay, will sink, and it take up the space in the water tank. Okay, so as a result, less water is needed to fill the tank to level M.